All right, all right, all right. Anyway, let's get into it. This is your boy Los, and I'm back again with another tutorial. Kinda. I'm just gonna run through a flyer design for Icebar Atlanta in Atlanta, Georgia. And we're doing this design for YSL Gunna. And I just got some pictures online. I'm gonna take these pictures and bring them right into, I'm dragging them right into the software. And I think I'm gonna start with this one. Start with this picture here. And it's pretty cool, whatever. I don't know exactly how about this. I don't have an example. I'm gonna try to do this as fast as I can. First thing I'd like to start by doing is giving some position for text. Then I'm going to take this area off of this layer. Command J to copy is going to give you a new layer. The way you also can do it, you can press right click and go down and put copy via. Once you copy via, I take it and I stretch it straight across. And see how that looks. Doesn't look that bad. It looks like smoke here. That's what it was. But you can also just blend it straight into with the background. You go here. You can sample it by pressing alternate to sample like a color. I want to sample like this gray here. So now over here my color palette is gray. And I'm just going to create a new layer. And I'm going to just brush right over top of that like that. Then now it's gone. So now I have that done. You leave room for text. His name is YSL. So I'm going to enlarge this, make color black just so I can see it. Bam. Bring that into boom. And we're going to enlarge this. YSL Gunna is his name. I don't know what font I'm going to use, but this might be kind of cool. I literally just did one, so I'm going to use that just to get my information from. That was the first one I did here. I didn't make a tutorial for that, so sorry guys. But we're gonna get right into it. This is the date. I drag this date into. I'm gonna make this flyer a little bit different. We're gonna go use the text. I'm gonna use this text here. Give me that block. Let's see, we already somewhere with that, right? This is Icebar Sunday, so he's gonna be here Sunday on the 21st next week. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if that's it. I'm gonna just come back, Gunna. That is his name. So because the bottom part is, you know, YSL is the like abbreviation, so that's not the part that needs to really stick out. Gunna is. I'm gonna use the font I like to use. It's called Addition. Gonna, you know, see that takes up. I use Addition to take up space. You see that? How much space it can take up. You still can read it. It's legible. It's dominant. It gives you who the subject is. Just squeeze that in. And I just squeeze that in using alternate and the direction keys, which is the up, down, over, all that stuff. But you can also do it here by just, but I do it just so I can have more control in live situation. YSL, I would like to make that like in cursive, but maybe not because it's abbreviation. So I can go, I can use this. But you see, that doesn't really look good. So I need to find a font that is pretty decent. I might stay with the one that I got. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. Wow, so you can't read stuff like that. You can read that down. I can go like this. And what I want to do is put a stroke around it. Stroke it. Boom, foul, foul, foul. And then when I put a stroke around it, once I put it over top, then you see, boom, it sticks out. YSL, like that. This is great. So you can use like a teal, like for a good contrast. Red wasn't so bad though. But I would use probably like teal. Nah, it's not green. So maybe like a dark red. Burgundy. And then this right here. And I'm going to decrease my stroke. My stroke is at 6. I think I'm at, this project is at 900 pixels. About 900, so it's a little. I can drop the date here. Now I have this over here. This is my libraries, all this stuff here that I use regularly. And I'm going to use this. So this is like a thing, right? So what it's gonna do is give me a gradient inside of the text. I changed the black to screen, and what screen is gonna do anywhere where it's white or anything like that, it won't show. Look at that, YSL Lucci, wow. And then they're gonna date. I can like do other things with the date. I'm gonna make this font Trojan to give it that different look. I don't really like plain text sometimes. It's good, but this is like boom, they fall right together. YSL Lucci. I'm sorry, YSL Gunna. That's his name, YSL Gunna. And I have this picture now. Now the rest of the text will be, but he's actually live. He's gonna be there live. So I'll drop the text down, put in LIVE. I could use the same exact font from YSL, which is, let's check out this font. And I'm using Adobe Photoshop, the latest update. So go like this, boom, live. I can make it. Let's see how that looks with the lowercase. Okay. Live. So I'm gonna live. Maybe not. I'm not really liking that though, right? Because it's like this and that is a little too much. So what I can do is, that's not bad. But then this one needs to be regular. Or I could just change it up to a plain text like this. I like that. Here, fold it up, capitalize it, drop it down. And then I'll just go over here to one of these layers and I'll get my, like a shape rather than, boom. I made this shape and I saved it into my cloud. So, yeah, size it up, put this here, bow, and yeah, and then for this, I'll just make it black, color overlay, black. And then I'll make my font that burgundy color, or it needs to be very contrast from black. So gray, even with the burgundy, see that? It's not really good. Even if it's hot red, it's not really popping. So I will use white. I like gold a lot. That's what I like to use is gold, but I don't have it. So I press in Control T to transform. Is a free transform, which allows you to do, anything to the font. So what I can do with this now, take it, boom, 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 boom. And see that Control T and gives you the option. You can just live, wow, YSL. And then when is it? This Sunday. So we like to read it like the radio station would. When you're reading a flyer, you should be able to read it fluently. It shouldn't say like, so-and-so presents January 21st. That don't make sense. Why is he presenting that date? He's not presenting a date. He's presenting an event. So you just want to keep that in mind when you are designing. If your design was to be on a radio station, will they be able to read it straight out? And that's the most important thing. This is a special edition of Icebar Sunday. I need to have my font. Special edition of Icebar Sunday. Wow. And then for people, us graphic designers, we always make errors in spelling. So you always want to go check spelling, and it's going to give you this. You go change Sunday, you can change that since it's supposed to be capitalized. Special edition of, you can drop it, give it 2 lines, and make by pressing T, will pull up your text tool. You can press this right here, it'll center that text. It'll get that alignment. Then I'm pressing alternate up down to change this right here, and I'm pressing alternate to open it. That like that. The direction key or whatever it's called. Boom. And you might go and decrease it again. Might see what Trojan, you can decrease up to 100 and it still will be good. 100, wow. I want this to be about 18. Come closer. I'm gonna enlarge all of that. All of that. I think it should be bigger. And the date. So I'm pressing Command to select this. I'm working on the Mac, so it would be Control on Apple. And then on Windows. You might hear me say Control sometimes when I really mean it. So I want to take up majority of the space. So when you read this flyer, you see this flyer, as a consumer, if people, they're gonna pay attention to Main point, YSL Gunna live January 21st, special edition. And then next with information, small details, which is hosted by this person, music by Slaughter, the Streets 945. And I'm actually gonna leave this just like that. I'm not gonna leave it just like that, but you get what I'm saying. You can make this font black. Now all this black look clunky, little. You know what I mean? And when you're reading it, you want it to really separate. You want to really play on the minds of the people. So if you do this, do that. So left click, right click, pull up all the layers. Alternate, you can drag down, it's gonna make a duplicate. Also, you can do that by Command J, or you can just right click over the layer and press. You can press duplicate. So that I'm gonna make it a little darker. And I'm gonna build an edition of Icebar. Build it up, wow. Then I'm gonna hosted by music by this person, hosted by Lord Bankhead. I want to give it 2 lines. So I'm gonna give him a whole line. See, he's the main host from the radio. So he's the main host from the radio. So you wanna have him bigger. I'm gonna increase the size of his picture and then scoot him over some. So Control Command T and then hold down Shift to keep it congruent. Also Command T again, you'll see this right here. You can lock it, and then what I'll do is keep it congruent like that. So now he's big, the font is big, the location is not yet there, but we're selling this. Another thing that's important is you want to keep in communication as much as possible with your client to see what their desires are. That's just some business tips, because as designers we don't really keep in communication as much as we should, and I know that's a fact, and I don't care who say what, but that's a fact. This right here, this red back there, I want to put white under it. I'll put a new layer and make it a straight white, but then what happens is you see it pops more. The font pops more, but then you have that back there. YSL Gunna live January 21st, special edition of Icebar Sunday. Hosted by Streets 945, Lil Bankhead, and then music by DJ AC Slaughter. I'm gonna make this font different so that because it's small, but we want it to stick out a little bit. You know what I mean? The color. We're gonna double up on the bold by pressing that button. Now it's a little bit thicker. Boom, boom, boom. That's done there. And then what we need to do is we need to do a club info, which will be Icebar, this right here. I'll do so many flyers. You can drop this logo here, or might want to make it a little bit smaller so that smaller. And for this one, I'm just gonna use the address. Already. Now in Atlanta, sometimes you see these. It'll be a line going straight across the bottom of the flyer, and this dark red. You'll see a line going straight across the bottom. It has like the text now information. That's a good way to just sneak in the information without disturbing the rest of the flyer. So I'm gonna do that, but I need to decrease everything a little. I'm just saying, in the office designing. It's crazy. But it actually felt like, hey, I'm talking to some people. So you wanna, remember I was saying straight at the bottom, just take this here. Wow. I specialize in this, right? I specialize in making flyers, but when it comes down to having like a special guest person coming out, like, I can do that. Because I don't have to really look for images. You know what I mean? I don't have to do anything like that. I want to put alternate, and the number 8 gives you that dot. Then we just take that. Wow. So we have this information. I'll zoom in so you can get a good look at it. So, and then we want to put this square. We want to give it some flavor. So what I do, I'm stroking it, and I make the stroke about 3 for this. And then make the second look into that. So we save as. I'm gonna just put YSN Gunna YSL Gunna flyer. There you go. Save it.
Save and export for web. This project specifically, I made it 800 pixels, and I'm designing on my Samsung screen, so it gives me the ability to have it bigger. There we go. So that's the flyer. Boom, we just did it. I'm going to send this off to the client, and we're done.